Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, 3 big sneak peeks. Super Mario movie, the new season of White Lotus, and the explosive reunion of Beverly Hills. It's all in the hot dish. Then Christopher Straub and some of his Project Runway friends reunite for a fabulous event. We have a preview, and I love him in Beautiful Girls. I love him on Howard Stern. I love him on Bravo. The one and only Michael Rappaport is live in our studio. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for being here. Hope you are having a great day. How can you not have a good day when people are happy to see you? I'm happy to see you. Hi. Look at that crowd, a full house, Shane. We have some lovely guests in our Oprah Winfrey Show chairs.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm Jace. Please, Kendall is off. Kendall has the day off. Please welcome the OG, the original recipe, Shane Wells, everyone. How you doing?
I've never sat before.
Yeah,
I don't quite.
This is Shane's
know.
first time in the Ed McMahon. We changed the setup of the show for the 8th season. And are you spinning around? I know. Look at you. I know. And you've never, and did you see there's a rodent behind you,
I'm
too?
really
Did you
enjoying
see
this.
the rodent behind you? Yes. There's a marmot behind you. So.
When did you start hunting marmots and stuffing them?
Well, I would give you one guess of, I'd give you one guess of which member of our staff does that. Photographer Eric, of course. That's him. Yeah. How you doing? Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm good, but I do have multiple bones to pick with you.
Go ahead.
Okay, number one,
Join the club this week. Yeah.
I made you a special treat yesterday.
You listen to the radio show, you'll know what now?
I made you a special treat yesterday, and I watched the show, and it just sat on the corner there on a plate. You never touched it. Rude. Number two, it's Sweater Friday, so I broke out my sweater. It's not a good start for us.
It's not, Shane, and 2 valid points.
Thank you.
Let's talk about, yes.
Thank you. Like a therapy session.
As I learned in therapy, let me mirror this back to you.
Sure.
What I'm hearing from you is you are disappointed that I did not eat your candy corn dessert pizza.
Correct.
Okay? Yeah. And
Don't knock until you try it. It's so good.
That's right. And I'm also hearing from you, I'm mirroring this back, that you are disappointed that you wore a lovely sweater for Sweater Friday, and I am wearing a Fox-mandated purple suit for the Vikings. Is that what you? Yes.
What happens on all the other Fridays? You weren't wearing purple sweaters.
No, I don't. I don't listen to the bosses, and you know that. No, here's what happened. First of all, the pizza. I hate candy corn more than most of my high school bullies. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Cody doesn't like candy corn, and he thought it was delicious.
Now, I'm not done though yet.
Okay.
Okay, because
sure.
again, you told me your truth.
What is your truth, Jason? Speak it.
Their feelings are not facts. You had your feelings. Here are the facts.
You have really been going to therapy.
I've been going to a lot of
Wow.
therapy, especially this week.
Okay.
I did, in fact, take a bite of your candy corn dessert pizza.
Fantastic.
But I removed the candy corns. And yes.
Oh.
And when you remove the candy corns, it's quite delightful. So
Okay.
it was delicious, okay? Sweater Friday is really an opportunity to make fun of me. So, and here's the deal. Have you ever gone into a store and you see something and you go, oh, I love that. That looks fantastic. And then the clerk said, what is this, 1970? The person says, do you want to try this on? And I said, oh, no, it'll be fine. Because I'm in a hurry and I just want to go get some sushi. And so I bought this item. I bought a sweater for today. And then I was in the dressing room here at Fox and I put it on and I just looked like a gay Oompa Loompa. You know what I mean? Just a giant I looked. It wasn't flattering. And we have fashion runway people on here today, and I don't.
This is true. There's a lot of pressure.
And if there's one, no, it was very boxy. You know, there's nothing worse than a boxy sweater. And I'm like, no, I don't need that. And I don't need the fashion runway people judging me. So I don't, you know what I mean? It's like and I have Michael Rappaport's gonna be here today. I don't need that. And I wanna dress nice. So but here's the deal. Let me end with a compliment. You know how I feel. You are stunningly beautiful. You could wear saran wrap here and be beautiful. So, I mean, you know, this is, let's not do that. Let's not do saran wrap. I mean, maybe aluminum foil. How about that?
Yeah, thank you.
A little more coverage.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment.
There we go.
And
I'm glad you're here.
Discussion. It was a very healthy discussion.
I've been to therapy. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Okay, it was one of the best new shows last year, and after much anticipation, this is just all like really great sneak previews. We're getting our first look at the second season of HBO's mega hit White Lotus. Let's look at this.
Whenever I stay at a White Lotus, I always have a memorable time, always.
Welcome to the White Lotus in Sicily.
La Dolce Vita.
You guys are here to learn about your Sicilian roots. Sounds like a fun boys' trip.
Wasn't supposed to be a boys' trip.
We're on a family vacation right now, and it's just the three of us, because all the women in our family hate you.
Please, can we just drop it?
Now that he's loaded, I think he regrets marrying such a dud.
What is going on with you?
There's a reason they invited us here.
It's like you sold your company, you got rich, and now he's your best friend.
Are these the kind of people we're gonna be hanging out with now?
Did you vote, babe? Be honest.
I did. Didn't I?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. This looks good. So joining Jennifer Coolidge, who returns from the original, Aubrey Plaza, Michael Imperioli, thank you, I'll get over that. And it's written again by Mike White, who wrote and created season 1. The new season heads to Sicily and hits HBO Max at the end of the month. I don't see you enough, so I don't remember. Did you watch season 1?
I did.
Did you like it?
So.
Oh, God.
No, just give me a second.
Okay.
It was a really slow burn. Like sometimes it felt too slow. Like I was like, something needs to happen. But I did enjoy it, the way it was shot, the music, the people, the characters, and I stuck with it, and I am gonna watch season 2.
Did you like the finale? Because the finale was anything but slow.
But it took a long time to get to the action.
Yeah, hashtag
Admittedly,
suitcase.
right?
I mean, you know, it's not every, thank you. The people that are laughing have watched the finale, and that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, thank you.
What do you think about this one?
I am very excited. What a brilliant idea for an anthology series.
Yes.
Take the brand White Lotus and just move it to different locations. There's a hotel everywhere. Because there used to be a show on ABC called Hotel. And it was just, you know, different people with different, it's brilliant, it's brilliant. Next on the dish, Bravo dropped a teaser for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. And let me tell you, it is juicy. Cue the drama horn, Leo.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to talk to Michael Rappaport about this later. Okay, don't underestimate Kathy Hilton, because Kathy Hilton is coming for the blood of Lisa Rinna. Look at this.
I don't need any drama.
With
you know
everybody. What you did to my sister, and you drove Lisa Vanderpump off the show. I mean, the list can go on and on.
Lisa said that you said, Dorit is a stupid, useless idiot. Crystal and Sutton are pieces of I will destroy Kyle and her family if it's the last thing I ever do.
I was abused by Kathy Hilton.
Baby, you wanted it on camera because your contract was coming up. Woo.
Were you upset with Lisa for bringing it onto the show?
Look where we are. Look where we are right now.
You are the biggest bully in Hollywood, and everyone knows it.
Kathy Hilton for president. That's right.
That was gonna be my follow-up, because you loved Kathy. I'm like, do you still love her? Or
Let me be
has the
fair.
shoe ruined her?
Let me be fair, and I wish if Rappaport's in here, get him in here now. But here's what I want to be Crystal Carrington clear. What Kathy Hilton said about the ladies is not great. It's bad. And what she said to her sister is not great. But she apologized, which then makes this fight a fight between sisters. And Lisa Rinna, sticking her nose in this, even though it's her job, it is a reality show, is not great. Number two, it's rich. Coming from Lisa Rinna, who for 6 seasons has aggressively gone after Denise Richards, Kim Richards, Lisa Vanderpump, the Vidal Sassoon woman that was on for like 4 days. I mean, everybody. Lisa, it's rich. It's so hypocritical coming from Rinna, who I used to love. This season's a bridge too far.
I'm feeling a lot of anxiety coming from you. Is this something you've discussed with your therapist?
It is. No, Shane, I will be discussing this with my therapist this week.
That's a good idea.
That's right. Thank you. We're going to take a break. Michael Rappaport, Project Runway Friends, and more when we return. Back after this.
The trailer is genius.
Oh.
How it goes from so good.
I did eat it. Here is proof that I did eat a little bit of your candy corn pizza. Right there, I did. Look, there's a piece of it missing. I did eat it. Now, it was in the garbage, but yeah. There we go.
I was going to finish it.
Oh, audience, whatever. Welcome back. David Spade was on Kimmel last night. He's reliving his SNL past with his podcast with Dana Carvey. That, my friends, is our late night rewind.
You told a great story when Lauren was on about Chris Farley had been dating a girl and then they broke up.
Oh, right.
Remember that one?
Farley, when we were all there, he was dating one of the girls that worked there, and she's very sweet. And then they broke up, and he comes back, and she has a new boyfriend, and we know it. And he comes back from break from Wisconsin. He's like, so I hear Aaron's got a new fella. Courting her, huh? Well, let me tell you something. He may be better looking, but he's not richer, he's not funnier, and he's not more famous. And we're like, ooh, it's Steve Martin. All three, strike three.
Oh, for three.
We were all just like this. He's like, what? And I'm like, oh, boy. Yeah.
David.
Oh, boy. That's a great... If you are even just a little fan of SNL, that podcast with Dana and David Spade, with Spade, it's fantastic. It's so good.
Those two are magical together.
They're great. And their stories, I mean, there's a small club that has lived that experience, and it's great to listen to. Next on the dish, Chris Pratt is bringing Mario to life in a brand new Super Mario's movie, and the trailer just dropped. Let's watch it. Here we go.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Okay. There's your first look. Anna Taylor-Joy plays Princess Peach. Charlie Day is Luigi. Jack Black is Bowser. That's the best thing ever. Keegan-Michael Key is Toad. That's fantastic. It hits theaters next April. Chris Pratt, though. No. I'm just being honest,
no,
right?
I'm with you. Also, who's this movie for? Because I played Super Mario Brothers, but I don't want to watch that. Our kids don't know Super Mario Brothers, right?
No, they do. Oh, they do. Oh, yeah.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
People still play that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay, my bad.
I'm moments from getting discounted movies on Tuesdays, and I play it. You know what I mean?
Jason,
I
never thought about it like that.
Moments from the AARP membership card, and I still played on Nintendo Switch. Yeah.
Okay.
But Mario, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Mario's Italian.
Not this one.
I know.
I don't understand.
This one sounds like he's from like Florida, like Boca, you know? I don't know. It's time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Audience, give it up for Jacob Wasserman from TMZ. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, what's going on, Jason?
Jacob, do you still play Mario?
Yeah, I just heard you guys talking about it. I play Mario Kart. I want to go as far as to say I play all the time, but yeah, I do dabble.
Thank you. Okay, there we go. Hey, first up, Justin Bieber's world tour on another break, probably permanently. What's going on?
I know, unfortunate news for those who are looking forward to see Justin Bieber this year. They're going to have to wait till 2023 because we're told all of his tour dates going to March 2023 have been canceled. So if you recall, last month, Justin Bieber, after a show in Brazil, decided that he was going to put his tour on break, saying that he was just mentally and physically exhausted. And if you recall, he suffered from Ramsay Hunt syndrome. There was that video he posted a few months ago that showed half of his face was paralyzed. So it made sense why he needed this break. But now we're told he is just completely cutting off this tour. It seems like, though, if you already bought tickets, maybe it will work for a show in the future, or he's going to do something else to make it up to his fans. But for now, he just needs a break.
You know what I was realizing, Jacob? There's just a lot of canceled tours this year. You know, Shawn Mendes canceled, and now Justin. Is just a lot of those happening this year. Next.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, next up, the split of the decade, Tom Brady and Giselle. And I know, and you guys are learning this isn't the first time those two have hit a rocky patch.
No. From what we're being told, there have been a number of times that Giselle has threatened to leave Tom, and it all has to do with football. And it's interesting because a couple of years ago, she spoke on CBS News and was explaining that she was really afraid of him suffering the symptoms that come with CTE. And also, she just couldn't stand this football schedule that goes on for half a year. Keep in mind, she took a huge step back from her modeling career to take care of their children. And I think she was looking forward for Tom Brady doing the same thing. And as we all know, Tom Brady retired after last season, but then came out of retirement this past summer. And that's what I think escalated things. It sounds to me like Giselle was excited to have her husband at home. Tom Brady, I guess, still has a love for football. And we've seen this year, she hasn't been in the stands. And from what we're also being told, while there hasn't been a divorce filed yet, they both have lawyered up, or at least are looking at some of the best attorneys in the country. So it seems like things are just escalating at this point.
Jacob, have a good weekend, my friend. Thank you.
You too. Thanks, Jason. You
can get more details at tmz.com. You know, I said it on the radio show, or Dawn or Alexis on the radio show said it. You know, if I'm Giselle, no matter how much money you have, I'm sure there's a little resentment. She literally, if her life is a tape recorder, boop, she put it on pause. She put her career on pause for what? I don't know. He's been playing decades. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some resentment built in.
And then the excitement of him retiring.
Yes.
It's finally happening. We'll travel. We'll raise our kids together.
Psych.
And then, just kidding, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And they don't need the money. We know this.
I don't know why I did this. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was from the 90s. And I don't know. I
remember like this, but I don't remember that.
Nanu. Yeah, I don't know. How many old references can I make? Next in the dish, yesterday we showed you some of the people on the new season of Love is Blind on Netflix. Shane got very excited right there, yeah. Now we're getting our first look at the season itself. Hold on to your wigs and keys and granny panties. Here's the trailer.
It's scary, but I'm here because I'm looking for a husband.
It's been one of the hardest things dating as an adult. Am I really gonna meet my wife in the grocery store?
I've done a lot of this life alone, and I just don't want to do it alone anymore.
Pods are open!
I'm very confident in who I am, and I deserve someone who understands that.
I grew up without heat and AC.
I definitely don't want my quality of living to suffer.
This is crazy that I felt comfortable not saying that story. I can't believe I just did.
You're 25? Are you serious?
How are you here? How did I meet you in here?
Will you marry me?
Will you marry me?
Will you marry me?
What the f?
You're engaged!
Haven't connected the person.
Do you smell that, ladies and gentlemen? That's a cup of crazy right there.
Do you know what this show has taught me?
What you look at you are smiling. You love this show,
I
don't you?
do love the show. It's also taught me that love is not blind.
No.
Love is absolutely not blind.
No, it is not.
But it is great television.
Oh, it's fantastic. You can already, Jeff, like McGruff the crime dog, you can sniff the crazy. You already know who's just a heaping bowl of Nutter Butters.
It's reality TV.
Oh, yeah.
That's mostly what they're casting.
Absolutely. Yeah. Season 3 takes place in my city of Dallas and hits Netflix in 2 weeks. That's right. It's going to be great. It is time to meet our final JVIP of the week. Today it's Sue Phelps. Hi, Sue. Sue says no matter how bad her day may be, when her alarm goes off to remind her the show's on, her day suddenly brightens. Sue says that we're as real as you can find. Well, thank you. I have class and beyond. Well, I don't know about that. But anyway, and love for all that we could learn from. Thank you. I'm learning a lot this week. Sue says Kendall is just as classy and smart. I'm not going to tell her that. No, I will. Yeah. She calls us cool people that she likes having in her life. Well, Sue, thank you, sweetie. She gets a Jason Show mug. She's also a winner to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to our studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card to Woodhouse Spa. That's right. We have such a good show. Go get a Bloody Mary. We'll be right back in a moment. Coming up, he's been a fave of mine since 1996's Beautiful Girls. The one and only Michael Rappaport is live in our studio. Then, it's one of the most fashionable events of the year. Christopher Straub and his friends from Project Runway are here with a preview of Mall of America's huge fashion show. That and more when we come back. One of those days. Yeah. It's one of those days that we've been on the air 8 seasons. It's one of those days where I go, God, I'm really glad I have a show. Our next guest is an actor, comedian. I love this dude so much. He's appeared in dozens of shows and movies and is a frequent caller on the Howard Stern Show. And he's in town. Oh, I want to make fun of Gary so bad. He's in town performing at the House of Comedy audience. Show some love for the one and only Michael Rappaport, everybody.
Make fun of Gary.
I know.
Feel free to make fun of him.
Dude, you're going to love this, and the audience knows it. So Howard called me.
Oh.
And Beth had watched our show on vacation, and Gary sent me a DM and said, you'll know this story in just a second. And Gary DM'd me, and he goes, Howard wants to call you. He wants to compliment you or talk about the show, because I had done a monologue complimenting. It was after the New York Times profile came out.
Okay.
And I talked about what an icon of interviewing Howard is.
Yes.
So Baba Booey DMs me, and I'm like, this isn't Bob.
Boofy?
Boofy. He emails me. And I'm like, Gary, this ain't you.
Wait, you mean Gorilla Tooth Gary called you?
Yes. So I text him back and go, that's not you. He goes, Jason, it's me. Give me your number. Howard's going to call you. So he called me, and we had a great, 4-minute conversation.
Cool.
So then we did another monologue, and he tried to call me, and I rolled him into voicemail.
That's
And then my voicemail was full, and he couldn't leave a message, so he and Robin rightfully ripped me for he's like, clear out your voicemail.
Funny.
Anyway.
That's funny.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be back here in Minnesota.
How you shot, because you've been here before.
Yes.
What, every part of the country has a different audience for stand-up. How would you characterize our audiences here?
The audiences are very respectful, very fair. They're very involved. I really, really, really love the people of Minnesota. I've always liked the people of Minnesota when I've come here to work. The last time I did comedy here, I like the eclecticness of the city. I like the diversity of the city. I like the diversity of thought of the city. And the audiences are very present. And I love performing at the House of Comedy. I must say that walking around the Mall of America, every time I go in there, it's like, I feel like I have to brace myself. and what I'm bracing myself for, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But getting lost, possibly eating something I should never eat ever again.
Ever. Going on a ride that you don't want to go on?
I'm 52. I'm here alone. Why am I on the Dora Explorer ride? Like, how did I wanted a cup of coffee, and now I'm on the Dora Explorer. How did I get on the Dora Explorer?
Why am I in Nickelodeon universe at 52?
And if I'm going to be on a ride, reluctantly, I want to be on the Shrek ride. Like, what happened to me in the Mall of America?
Yeah.
But I've always had a fondness for Minnesota. It's a dope place.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. I always liked it.
We do. I mean, we're a theater town.
Yep.
I mean, I don't need
it's
to say.
artsy, the music, obviously, the prints. I mean, I love the city.
Okay. We got to talk Housewives.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Because I know we're going to run out of time. So
I know no.
But if you're gonna
I wrapped early. We wrapped the segment before early.
Okay, go.
Because I said, Rappaport's here. I don't want no 3-minute TV
let's
segment.
Go.
We need
let's
to go.
Go.
Okay. Renna.
Let me tell you something. That last episode, the finale of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane, I mean, they were like the bomb squad. I mean, but Lisa Rinna was so, I don't know. There's walls behind denial. There's levels here that we're not seeing. And something happened with Kathy Hilton that she's able to hold it over her. I don't know what she said. I don't know because otherwise Kathy Hilton would be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But she's so apologetic. I don't like the fact that Kyle is in the middle of it. I think that's mean-spirited for Lisa, because I feel like Erica and Lisa are using it against Kathy, but the one who's suffering the most is Kyle.
Because who said it on the show? They said, why are you messing with Kathy? Because there's Rich, and then there's Kathy Hilton Rich. Like, out of all the people you're going to mess with,
she's on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, though.
Absolutely.
And the one thing about the show is that no one is exempt.
Yes.
Nobody is exempt from getting, and that's what Erica was saying. Like, yo, you're on the show, you're here, you did something, it's coming out. Because, and Erica, listen, love her, hate her, Rinna, love her or hate her. Erica's been in the hot seat. She deserves to be in the hot seat. But, if Kathy's on the show, it's not going to just all be, to quote the great Kathy Hilton, hunky-dory.
Yes. It's just not. It's just not going to be memes of her.
You're
quotes.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody. There's no housewife that ever hasn't had to walk through that fire. And right now she's in that fire. But Lisa Rinna is, in turn, putting herself in the fire because people love Kathy Hilton so much.
Yeah.
So that finale, the reunion's going to be sick.
Garcelle, please tell me that you love Garcelle.
I love Garcelle, but Garcelle has done a great job of avoiding the fire.
She is Heisman. She is the Heisman Trophy. She is like.
She's done it well.
And I'm gay. I'm not even supposed to know what a Heisman Trophy is. I just made this is how much I love you. I just made a sports reference.
I love them all.
She drops a line and then she's like, I'm back.
Yeah, she's like this. She's like, like Barry Sanders. She's like Adrian Peterson.
I know. Thank you.
I'm playing to my audience.
Yeah.
Playing to my audience. She's like Dalvin Cook. All right.
There we go. They turned.
He was great, Adrian Peterson, when he was here.
They went from Garcelle to Lisa Rinna in like 2 seconds.
I know what happened. I was trying to pay homage here. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you guys and make a Kirk Cousins reference. That ain't happening. I'm not doing that.
God, I love you. This is.
I'll switch it again. I'll make a Fran Tarkenton reference.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Can we talk now? Let's move to New York. I want your take. My take is this insane idea of doing a reboot and then the stupid OG crap. They should scrap the reboot and just bring the OGs back. Your take?
We don't need a reboot.
No, we do not need a reboot.
When you have Sonia Morgan, when you have the Countess Luann de Lesseps, who I say her name wrong, when you have Ramona Singer, when you have Leah McSweeney, those 4 last year made something out of nothing.
Nothing.
You know who's responsible, and we're not going to deep dive on this.
Okay.
But you know who's responsible for blowing up New York? Ebony. Ebony is responsible for doing it. No one's going to say it, but I am Michael Rappaport. Which camera?
Right here, Michael, 7.
I'm Michael Rappaport. Ebony, you single-handedly ruined one of the great franchises in Bravo history. Sorry. And this whole idea of rebooting it, you know how hard it is at this point?
To reboot that?
And you know, I have so much to say about it, but those women right there, you talk about the big 3, and you know, they talk about big 3s in basketball, big 3s in sports. Ramona, the Countess.
And Sonia.
That's the real big 3 of New York City.
If we can't have Bethany, because that's...
Bethany's gone.
She's gone. We got to... She's never coming back.
She's never coming back.
No.
She's never coming back. And it's disappointing. The real question I have for you, Jason, okay, is when are we going to have the Real Housewives of Minnesota St. Paul? When is that?
Well,
I know there's some kooky women out here. And when I say kooky, I say it with all, I'm kooky.
With admiration.
With love. Well, I'm kooky, you're kooky, everybody's kooky.
We'll find out when the Real Housewives of Coon Rapids will happen
Let's
when we
go.
come back. Back in a moment. More Michael Rappaport. Oh, my God. They tried. Welcome back. Okay. Michael Rappaport's here. My love for Michael came in '96 with a movie that I still watch every single winter, and I've done every season. I remind you to go watch it, and I'm talking about Beautiful Girls. And here's one of my favorite scenes of Michael. Take a look.
The supermodels are beautiful girls, Will. A beautiful girl can make you dizzy, like you've been drinking Jack and Coke all morning. She can make you feel high, full of single greatest commodity known to man. Promise. The promise of a better day. The promise of a greater hope. Promise of a new tomorrow. This particular ore can be found in the gait of a beautiful girl, in her smile and in her soul, in the way she makes every rotten little thing about life seem like it's gonna be okay.
So good. Like you said, deep dive. I could do an hour special with you on Beautiful Girls. You shot part of that here, didn't you?
Yeah. And you know, honestly, watching that, I mean, I had so much fun shooting it here, and the director, the late great Ted Demme.
Yeah.
I mean, it was such, and I was so, you know, young, and all of us, and it was just a great time, you know, when you're that age to have that opportunity to work with.
Was that Ted's first movie?
Ted had done
Jonathan Demme's son, everybody. Silence of the Lambs, Jonathan. Ted was the son. Yeah.
And he did Swimming with Fishes, and then he went on to do that film with Johnny Depp about the drug dealer. It just popped in and out of my mind. What was it? Blow, yeah. Blow. And it did, but it was just such a fun time, and you know, working with people that I had admired so much growing up. Matt Dillon. And Uma Thurman was just coming off of Pulp Fiction, so I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." So it was a fun time being here.
That cast, and correct me, Jeff and I were talking. We heard, did you guys hang out for like 3 weeks before to kind of bond?
We hung out before, we hung out during. I mean, we hung, and also it was winter, so like you'd be like, let's go to this one's room and let's go to this one's room, and everybody got along. It was fun. I remember they were filming the movie Fargo here at the same time.
Really?
And they were chasing snow, and they wound up having to go, I can't remember where, but they needed snow like really bad, as you could remember in the film. But Steve Buscemi and the Coen brothers, they were at the same hotel. So it was a fun time, and it was before cell phones, and you know, the memories of, you know, running into Buscemi in the hotel.
You did?
Oh yeah, but it wasn't like selfie time. Like you just have the memory in your head.
Yeah.
So it was a dope time.
Because if you all don't remember this cast, and again, Natalie Portman, Timothy Hutton,
Rosie O'Donnell,
who did that monologue in the drugstore. That was one. Go watch. That was one continuous monologue take. You,
Natalie Portman. It
Martha
was
Plimpton.
Martha Plimpton.
Who was with you?
Yep.
It's a brown diamond.
Yep,
I'm sorry.
right.
I can go.
Right.
I'm not going to say the full quote.
Yes.
But
Yes. But it was a fun time, and like I said, that was sort of my introduction to Minnesota, and now I'm here back playing at the House of Comedy.
I
again.
can't. You got to go see it. We have 1 minute, and I know you're all going to go see Michael this weekend. We got to talk Atypical real quick. Director Leo would turn the show off if I didn't. It's so damn good. That's such a good show, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
hope you should be so proud.
Very proud of it.
The quality, I think it actually went up season to season, which doesn't always happen.
I agree. It was a great show, fun show, important show.
Important.
Yeah, and a lot of people got to see it, and it was, to do 4 seasons on a little show about this dysfunctional family trying to figure out how to deal with each other and the son with autism. It was a great time, and I'm very proud of it.
I want to end. Jimbo Kimball was on Stern and talked about being grateful. Something's happened to him lately, and that he feels a gratitude to guests that come to play on a show. And to quote Jimmy Kimmel, I just want to say thanks, man. To have you on a show like ours means a lot to our entire crew. So thank you.
Everybody that comes from Minnesota should be on this show. This is a dope show, and you're great. And the audience is great.
I know. There's some housewives in that audience.
Good. Thank you, guys.
Catch Michael this weekend at the House of Comedy. For tickets, go to moa.houseofcomedy.net and find him on social. Just search Michael Rappaport and then listen for him on Stern. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Thank you, man, so much. Can I get a picture? Do you mind? Welcome back. Welcome back. Got to turn this way. Welcome back, everyone. Well, after a 2-year hiatus, the Mall of America is bringing back the curated style fashion show. And much like previous years, it features designers from Project Runway, including a good friend of ours. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the stars. Christopher Straub, Mondo, Garo, Marquez Foster, and Joshua Christensen. Okay. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey, can you believe? It's been 2 years since we
I know.
did the show.
Well, not since you've been here.
Yes, but
I've been here.
I hang out.
Selling your books and stuff.
Yeah,
You're a very
why not?
busy man.
Why not?
Tell the folks about the show if they don't exactly know what it is. I'll start with you.
This is the hot ticket. So this is the closest you're going to get to like New York Fashion Week here in Minnesota. We have 8 designers putting on full collections tonight at the Mall of America in the world famous Rotunda.
So
Britney Spears was there at some point.
Are you listing off all the stars that were at the Mall of America? That's what we've come to.
The cast of Hunger Games was there, and then we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. Mondo, what are you most looking forward to this year, my dear friend?
Oh, this year, geez, I'm happy to be back.
Yeah.
I'm happy to start creating again. I've been on a hiatus just like everybody else. I'm ready to show.
Well, and anybody, take this question. That brings me to a good question. I know we've had creatives on the show, whether they're actors or singers or artists, that the pandemic, and there are very few net positives, but the pandemic was kind of a creative renaissance for them. Did any of you find that there were elements that the hunkering down actually spurred something? Anybody can take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I designed my collection during the pandemic.
I'm going to scoot back because I feel like I can't see it, guys. There we go.
Yeah. And it's all about like happiness and just like bright colors and just, I needed something to just like bring me out of that, and it worked.
Same for you?
For me, yeah. And then I also found it, enjoyable making things for people who want things inside their home. So like celebrating their birthdays inside their home, and they wanted a big extravagant outfit just to show off.
Did you shift? Did you recalibrate a little bit during the time?
Yeah, just a little bit, knowing that a lot of the fabric stores were closed and things like that, having to navigate around that. But I made it work.
What is it like being back in front of an audience? We're talking, it's been a while. There's a missing energy. There's an energy that you get. I know even here, what's it like to get ready to be back in front of an audience?
It's awesome, like being, you know, you get that energy from people, and it's so good to have that when you get to go out and show your stuff and have that energy in the room. I think the presentation is just so much better, because I think for a lot of us during the pandemic, we were doing, you know, digital shows, and people wanted us to send things, and it was just, you know, on the internet and stuff. It was great, but it's nothing like having people in the room.
Christopher, yeah.
The in-person experience that we've all been deprived of is just so fulfilling for us as designers, as much as it is for the audience too.
Denim, what are you seeing trend-wise? Christopher's my friend. I can't Little Denim.
Little Denim.
Yeah, Little Denim. That would be. If we were in a cowboy movie, that would be. Yeah. What trends are you seeing, dear friend? You know, is there a color? Is there something that you are loving that you're seeing on various runways?
Well, I'm seeing a lot more like comfort. Like people are really looking at pieces that are going to, they're not only going to be able to wear to work, but also be comfortable in at home. And I think that's a big trend that's going to go forward. And I'd love to know from the rest of you, are you going to see that there's going to be sort of a resistance to that, where people are going to want to be dressed up and do more dressing up just to go out?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They'll make their own party because everybody's been like cooped up for so long. Like that's why I did a bunch of party dresses for this collection.
Yeah, I think people.
Let's party.
That's actually a good question. You should host the damn show, but because I think we're all about sweatpants, and there's a rubber band. We're like, okay, we want to go out. Anybody can take this. I know there's a charity component to this. What is that charity component?
Yeah, so 50% of the cost of the ticket is going to go to Be the Match, which is the charity partner for the Mall of America for their 30th anniversary, to celebrate their 30th anniversary. So
I'm going to go down. We have 1 minute left. I thought it'd be fun. Play a little game of first thing. I'm going to say something to you, and you tell me, okay? No. I just mean, so I'm going to say, when you think of your time at Project Runway, what's the first thing you think of?
No time.
Stressful.
Friends.
No sleep.
I was going to say Capri Sun.
Mondo. I mean,
Red Bull.
It's just been about snacks and beverages for you this morning, has it? Mondo walked in wanting the Triscuits, wanting to know where our webinar was. It all goes back to beverages. That's right, yeah. Give it up, everybody. The Curated Style Fashion Show is tonight at the Mall of America Rotunda at 8. And again, as Christopher, as Little Denim said, it'll benefit Be the Match. Head to mallofamerica.com for more info. We will be right back. Back in a moment, dear friends. My little brother. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, God. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Here we go. Something new on Netflix this weekend, sure to make you jump. The Midnight Club is a new horror series premiering today, and it just earned a Guinness record for the most scripted jump scares in a single episode of anything. One episode of this has 21 different jump scares. The creator says he doesn't even like them, so he overpacked one episode to get them out of the way. The Midnight Club is about a terminally ill patient making a pact to come back from the dead. So it's a light comedy. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. I don't know what's in this segment until right now. Today, a dirty dog in North Carolina. A guy says he got a $70 charge on his DirecTV account for ordering the Hustler channel. But the guy blames his dog. He called DirecTV and said his dog Marino jumped onto the bed and hit the button on the remote to order Hustler. The FCC got involved, no joke, and eventually the $70 charge for porn was dismissed. I don't even want to know what Dexter and Mr. Big would order. I really... I'm going to leave that joke right there. Hey, thanks to Michael Rappaport. These are the days, I truly mean it, where when someone like Michael comes on the show, it means a great deal to all of us. And that, my friends, was a guest who came to play. That's right. Monday, we're opening up the mailbag. And be sure to send your pics of wearing all the Jason Show merch, because it's Merch Monday. We'll be showing those off. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you Monday.